Hey guys, don't click off, it's me. I know you might not recognize me with this without hair. So I go to like one of these bargain haircut places, you know, and so you can't really choose who cuts your hair. And some of the women in there really cut hair well, and then there's a few others that just don't take any sort of, you know, you can tell them what you want, but they just do what they're gonna do, and that's it. And my number was up. That's what I got. I kind of said, oh yeah, just, you know, just take about a ½ inch off. And she's like, oh, no problem. And then she did this. Anyhow, it's been like crazy windy for the last 2 days. If you saw my last video, you know what's up with that. But it's finally calmed down, so I'm excited to get outside. I'm heading to the coast as usual, probably end up at Pescadero, but I'm not sure. So that's the plan. So as usual, I decided to stop for coffee, and wow, there was parking right in front of the place. Okay, so today I am having my cafe moment. So this is great. I could sit here all day, but I think it's time to paint. Okay, so I'm back at Pescadero, and I feel like after yesterday's rant, if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Watch me ranting about the future of plein air painting. Anyway, so, you know, it's time for me to like put my money where my mouth is, you know? So I feel like, you know, maybe today is a perfect time for me to kind of shake things up for myself. I don't even know what that means really, but so I'm gonna really walk around and kind of try, you know, force myself to do something different, you know, or maybe just kind of go outside my comfort zone a little bit. So I don't know. So I'm gonna walk around for a bit and see what I come up with. Okay, so I'm gonna load up with a lot of paint here because I have no idea what exactly I'm gonna try to do. Okay, so I'm down on the beach and I'm just kind of hanging out, and I'm looking around, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I just don't want to do what I normally do, and that's gonna be hard, you know. So I'm trying to, you know, think outside the box here, and I'm not sure exactly, you know, what I'm gonna paint and how I'm gonna paint it. I do have some ideas though. I'm like, as I walk around, I'm thinking, what are the things out here that move me or that I'm attracted to? And so obviously the power of the ocean. Today there's big waves because it's been super windy, so there's a lot of energy and power in the ocean. Obviously there's always great color in the water. There's this amazing brilliant sunlight. So those are some of the things that I'd want to include, but I'm not sure how I'm going to compose that or how I'm going to do it. But so that's why I'm going to take my time to look around and see if I can come up with something new and give it a go. Okay, so I'm taking risks for you guys. I'm inside this grotto or this cave. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not super deep, but anyway, yeah, you wouldn't want to be in here at high tide. So just the usual situation here. I've hung my backpack on the easel to weight it down in case the wind gets stronger. But yeah, just my usual setup here. Okay, so nothing too radical, but you know, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm focusing on the reflections, on the wet sand, and the tide is coming in, so I will have to work fast because those reflections will disappear soon. But again, you know, I can always do another panel after this. I'm just gonna, like I said, try to focus on big, simple shapes and see what happens. Okay, Okay, so the tide is coming in, and I think I'm about done. So we're gonna have to get it home and take a look and see how it came out. I don't know that I really did anything that much different, although I tried. So yeah, I had a good time doing it, but now I'm gonna carry it out of here, maybe go get something to eat, and who knows, possibly come back and do one more. Well, of course I'm heading into town for a burrito. It is Friday evening, so I'm not sure what to expect. It's about 5 o'clock, and so hopefully I can get a burrito and then get back out here and maybe do another one before it gets too dark.
Rice, beans. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, that was just as good as it was last time I had it. I think their secret is that they have some sort of green salsa. I think it's like a tomatillo salsa. So good. Anyway, so it's about 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. And I just checked, sunset's just after 8, so that gives me 2 hours, so I've got no excuses. So I'm gonna go down to the beach and back down to the beach and see if I can find something else to paint. So here we go. So it's really windy out here and there's a lot of glare, so I'm gonna head north and see if I can find a more protected area. I decided to pull over and show you guys the spot where I did my very first plein air painting. It's up these hills here. Let me show you. Not very good light, but this was the scene I painted. I was sort of overwhelmed by all the green, so it didn't turn out very well. I've often thought of coming back here though and trying again. Okay, so San Gregorio didn't work out either. Lots of glare, lots of wind, and not much beach because it's high tide. So I think I'm just gonna go home and we'll take a look at this painting. So on the drive home, I realized how tired I actually was. It was great hanging out there though. I had a really good time, even though it did take me quite a while to get to painting. It was fun just walking around and looking at things and kind of thinking of ideas. So, but anyway, let's have a look at the painting. Okay, so here's what I came up with. And it was so bright out there when I was packing up that I couldn't really get a good look at it, and I sort of had my doubts, to be honest. But now that it's home, there's some things I like about it. Like, I like some of these colors. There's some vivid colors, like the greens in here and this purple right here. I like the reflection of the rock. And these waves in the background. I like how the distance is kind of high key. There's not a lot of contrast, so it's very subtle, and it sort of pushes that wave back. There was like sparkle on the water as well. And I think these little bright spots kind of capture some of that little spots of glare. So it kind of dawned on me while I was out there that the best way to make discoveries is just to, like, you know, if I could go out every day and do a couple of these per day. I think it's just quantity, just painting a lot, as much as possible. I think next time I'll try to get over there earlier and maybe try to do 2 of these panels. And then also maybe commit to, like, once this wind dies down and the weather becomes a little more predictable, it's just kind of maybe just commit to a certain amount of time, like say 30 days or something, and just go out every day and with these 16 by 20s and just work on it and see what happens, you know, see at the end of those 30 days what I come up with. And I'm sure if I did that, there would, you know, there's no way there couldn't be some kind of discoveries and some sort of breakthroughs. It's Friday night right now, but you guys will be watching this on Saturday. So today, Saturday, May 12th, 6 to 9 p.m., Elliot Fouts Gallery, 1831 P Street in Sacramento. Come on out if you're in the area. I'd love to meet you. I got my solo show there. There's over 40 new pieces. It's a beautiful gallery, so if you're around in Sacramento, come on out and say hello. And other than that, I will see you in the next video.